It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Carr now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They're going to run with Taysom Hill. That one a first down pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion right, LLe-ge-nd. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Oh, and this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Here's the occasional ball carrier. It's Taysom Hill. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. The point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Out to his left. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion. Now
Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a 1st down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 38 now, here's second down and 5. Kamara trying the right side. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Here's Carr. That's to his running back, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Running here is Taysom Hill, and here he'll get it down to the 7. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Kamara. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And there's a diving catch. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back.
Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. On first down, Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. A little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Zach Vaughn there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Carr now on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Now a 3rd and 6. Now Carr. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now 2nd and 3. Hurts going to keep it running right. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Being chased out left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Now Hill. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. 3rd and 3. A give to Kamara running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away.
And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
LLe-ge-nd with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A first down carry for Barkley. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
LLe-ge-nd on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's LLe-ge-nd on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Will Harris. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick.
Inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. LLe-ge-nd with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. On the right side, this is Miller. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing his car on third down. He's going to look deep down the field. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the...
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They go play action with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Barkley inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
They're going to look to throw.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
Oh, what a juke into space. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Up the middle with Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Now back to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A handoff to Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And gives him a nice pickup. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On the draw, this is Barkley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Steps away. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now here live in New Orleans. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Carr's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Buying time to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Rolling to his right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
That's a great alternative there to the old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Instead, let your quarterback take it in the shotgun and essentially choose his own path. He scans the situation, makes the right read, and takes it into the end zone on the QB draw.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And now here is another interception. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Forced out to his left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Rolling to his left. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Now after the touchdown, here's LLe-ge-nd to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To throw his car. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Ryan Brzee picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now after the touchdown, here's LLe-ge-nd to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Carr going to throw. Now to be taken in by Shaheed. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of...
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happened after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about, from the offense's perspective, what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 68 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. The point after, good by Groupie. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. In Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Another carry for Pierce. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
2nd and 6. Stroud.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Now Stroud. Ogunbowale on the screen.
Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 3rd and 3. A man who starred collegiately in state at TCU, it's Kendre Miller. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Running here is Taysom Hill. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun now on third down, Carr. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 2nd and 7. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Nixon will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He completes it to LLe-ge-nd. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and they certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Group E able to add the PAT. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs, 31 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Carr. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Miller. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Now Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit.
They keep it with Miller on first down.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
A first down carry now for Miller.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Inside handoff now. Miller. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams.
That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
A point after, good by Groupie.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And that's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start, and it ends up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. The throw over the middle taken in. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 75 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right,
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, Three things can happen, and two of them are bad.
Is that what he made? Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Here's 2nd and 7. Stroud to throw it. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Saints on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Groupie for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Stephon Diggs. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now they'll throw with Carr.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Carr now on first down.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Group B able to add the PAT.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Second and 10.
Mike, 53, Mike. Let's go, D.
And Stroud now to throw.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for the football and force the incomplete pass.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you...
Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 42 yards. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Stroud looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Going for it with Pierce. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Saints will have the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
2nd and 6 coming up. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. Now Carr, got to have this one. That is caught. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This is 1st and 10. Throwing his Carr. This ball intercepted. And the Texans are going to hang on the final play. They get get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one.